Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today we're taking a look and a bit of a breakdown of the Battlefield 5 trailer that's just been released for Gamescom. And I thought that I would do this live just to make it a bit more organic. I suppose I didn't want to write a script for this one. So I've got the video file here loaded up in Sony Vegas and we're going to go through it. And first off, we're going to take a look at what appears to be the Battle Royale mode of the game. And I think this is the very first time we've seen anything about that. So if you see this big ring of fire here, it looks like that could be the circle. So that's the playable area inside. Everything else has been decimated, it seems. And it's kind of like a snowy, maybe Northern Europe environment, something like that. I don't know. But we'll scrub along a bit here. And you can see it's just got this massive wall of smoke and fire around it. It looks awesome, some trees here. And then fade to black. And we see a tank destroying a building. Okay then, so tanks are in BR mode. What do you make of that? Well, could be incredibly overpowered, could be underpowered, depends how they do it. You know, we don't know anything at this point. We don't know how you get this, how it works. I don't know, I don't want to make a judgment on that until I've played the game. Tanks are in BR mode. Okay, dude here, not entirely sure what that soldier uniform is, but he's got a nice mohawk, looks good. And I think the gun he's holding there is the Bren, but he's running away from this, from the tank. Or maybe it's with him. Who knows? Is that a different tank as well? I'm not sure. I think that's the same tank. Cuts forward again. The ring of fire, I suppose, has got smaller and smaller. I do wonder if there's going to be a story behind this. Like, why is... Maybe everything's just on fire. Who knows? But obviously this would be towards the end of a match of Battle Royale. And look at this as well. So on this frame here, the house is standing. But as soon as the fire hits it, it starts to be destroyed. Look. See that? So, look, it's crumbling. The fire, and this one too, actually affects the environment. That's pretty neat. So I suppose that the rest of the map, you can see here actually, it's all kind of burnt and charred. There are some trees still standing there, but nice little touch. And we've got a squad up here. What looks like a downed player there. I think that's somebody still moving. Got access to this big tower thing. And this guy, watch him. YOLO. He just goes for it. Either he's dead or there's parachutes in BR mode. I don't know. Well, there are a couple of other things in here too. Tank just moving in. Got a couple of squad mates here that look like they're alive. Oh, he's doing a roll or something. Dude here. And then there are a couple of vehicles. I think that's just a prop, I would guess. There's an upturned truck there. But for a few frames, you do see a transport vehicle kind of screaming into the frame there. That's interesting. I don't know if that's got a gun on it. Maybe? I'm not sure, but then that's it. That's all you get. But the music in this part is from the Sicario trailer, you know, for the new movie. Very cool music. But yeah, that's our first look at what I believe is Battle Royale. Like, what else could that be? That can't be anything else, can it? But there you go, Battle Royale, Battlefield style. It's got vehicles, it's got tanks. It's got a crazy ring of fire. So there we have it. Anyways, right, we're going to take a look at the rest of the trailer now. I wanted to open with the Battle Royale stuff because I think that's, you know, one of the more interesting aspects. But I think overall, very good trailer. Lots of different environments, and we'll take a look now. So it opens up with, I believe this is Rotterdam, or a destroyed version of it, Devastation. Going to hear that word a lot. And I think they're German soldiers there in the background with the gas masks. They're British here, running away. From the tank, I think that's a Tiger tank. But this dude up here, I don't know if this is single player. I can't see that happening in multiplayer, because why would they have a tank commander in multiplayer? You could just get sniped in the head, that'd suck. So maybe this is from single player. But it's beginning to look like World War II, right? You know, the soldiers aren't as decked out with crazy customizations in this trailer. And there's a nice overview of Rotterdam. The burning skylines in the background there, looks very nice. And we've got an upper tram section here. Soldiers pushing towards an objective. You know, maybe there's a deployment around this area. That's all. That's what they're doing. They're running towards a flag. And he's got a Thompson, I think, but with what looks like a drum mag on it. I think, yeah, maybe that's a drum mag. I don't know. So could be a customization option. Looks very Inception-y, doesn't it? It's Amiens 2.0, this map. I think that's a Sten. That's a machine gun or a Suomi or something like that. Maybe that's a Sten. That dude picks up some ammo or something. These are definitely British soldiers. Some customization here again. And they start loading up. That there, I think, is a Vickers light machine gun. Because I think that's the iconic drum mag that it has, and obviously a custom sight here, but I love the way that that building is destroyed. There's another one further on in the trailer. There's warping effects there. And this is a cool shot. Boom, burst out the window. And obviously you see here he's loading up a grenade there into a noob tube. I'd rather that wasn't in the game, but whatever, we'll move on. But he's fighting someone over. I'm sure that's a prop from BF1. I recognise that. Jumps out the window, boom, and this is the FG-42, I believe, and I think that's a German... Is it a submachine gun or an assault rifle? I'm going to go with submachine gun, but very iconic looking weapon with the side magazine. It's got what looks like a holographic sight on it. So a bit of customization there. And then we see this motorbike thing. Got a soldier on the back there with his little pea shooter. Obviously a river in this level too. Based on Rotterdam. What's that? Is that Lee Enfield? Maybe. Bayonet. Ugh. Bayonets are in the game. This dude's riding along on his bike, and that's a nice bit of destruction there. You see the tram's intact and it gets hit by a shell, I'm going to assume. Boom, and the top comes up. I wonder if that can hit you and kill you, maybe. Dude's firing an STG there. This thing here is very cool. It's called the M30 Luftwaffe Drilling, right? And it looks like a double barrel shotgun, right? But if we go back to the reload, you can see that that there is actually a rifle bullet. So I looked up online what this was, and the pilots of the Luftwaffe had these often, and it's a double barrel shotgun with a rifle, and I think it's used for hunting. So you've got a combination of long range and close range, but they gave them to the pilots in case they were shot down and had to parachute and go behind enemy lines. But cool looking gun, so I'm guessing that will be a secondary weapon, maybe a primary with a select fire mode, I don't know. Tank here, I love the way this building is destroyed, look at this. Just crumbles, man. That looks a lot more interesting and dynamic than the destruction in BF1, so I hope that's real. And then V1, boom, destroys everything. More guys up on the tram station here. And then they get flung around, and it looks like the map changes. Now, as far as I know, DICE aren't doing any kind of like levolution in this game. So what I'm going to guess is that Rotterdam, before it's destroyed, is a map. That's the map that you can play on. But there is another map, Devastation, you know, the trailer's called Devastation of Rotterdam or whatever. And it becomes this. You know, insane urban warfare in a ruined city. Really giving out those World War II vibes now. So I think they're two separate maps. I don't know what gun that is. Can't quite make that out. Couldn't really tell what that was, but interesting sight on it. Getting involved with the Germans there. Dude jumps in a tank here. Nothing really new going on there, but you can see the level. Then some more action pushing through with the tank. Looks very nice, this level. It's like a big cathedral area here, and there's a flag there, so I'm guessing that you can cap the cathedral and hold on to it. It'd be interesting to see if there's any fortifications that you can build up there. because that might be a key part of the map that you could defend. Again, like, oh, that's just the machine gun, I think. Is that multiplayer? I don't know, because the tanks that have been in the alpha, you were all inside, so maybe that's single player again. Kind of feel like they're mixing single player and multiplayer, but then again, the guy's on the gun there, so maybe you can get tanks where you're on top and you can get sniped in the head. That sounds like fun. Pushing through there towards the cathedral. Look at that, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Then a flare goes off. This is very BF1 reveal trailer, the way he looks up like that. I almost want him to look up at a Zeppelin, an airship. But it cuts to another level here. I think this is the same level that was in the reveal trailer. Got these swampy areas here. There's a flag down there, look. So you can cap that area. Big bridge. Yeah, it's definitely it's the same map, isn't it, from the reveal trailer, that. Yeah, pushing forward. Big conquest map, this, by the looks of it. Just bodies everywhere. It's crazy. Plane crashes. Good night. And then we switch to a desert map. This map looks absolutely massive. Slow motion tank show. Okay, right, look at this. Huge. Huge map. I don't know where this is set. That looks like the ocean there. Somewhere in Africa. But 1, 2, 3. Maybe that truck. I don't know. Lots of vehicles here either way. You've got no cover, guys. What are you doing? And then that's the bathtub tank, isn't it? The Sturm Tiger. I think it's a squad reinforcement, that. Little dogfight here. Then it switches again to another new map. Don't think we've seen this map either. It looks new. Up in the mountains somewhere. That could be in Norway. And that could be the next day of the grand operation. What is that gun? Is that an M1? Kind of looks like an M1, doesn't it, that? Maybe it is. M1 carbine, I think. But we've not seen this map before. Very low flying planes there, though. And this, another new map, I think. Such a cool shot, that. I love it. They really go ham with the motion blur, don't they? The DICE trailer team. And then, is this single player? Is it multiplayer? I don't know. That's a throwing knife. But I think I read on one of the slides that they released of the archetypes that you can get throwing knives. Oh, there you go, throwing knives. Single player, multiplayer, I don't know. Some cool customization here on the front. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? I don't think it'll be like COD. They'll probably be really difficult to use. That looks like single player. Unless they're putting dust storms in the multiplayer again. I hope not. No one likes the brown sugar. That looks like single player too. Radio operator or tank. Maybe. No, there's a neon sign there. They're outside. Bam, revive. That's like, how many frames is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 frames of I think it's a half track or some kind of German transport vehicle with the machine gun on the front there. Very cool. Single player again, maybe. And yeah, that's it. Title screen, and then it goes on to the Battle Royale stuff. There we go again. There's that ring of fire. So, yeah. I mean, way better trailer than the reveal. Imagine how people would be reacting to the game if this was the reveal trailer. Because it kind of looks and feels a bit more like you expect World War II, right? But that trailer is way better than the first one. Tons of information in there too, and I'm sure that I missed a load of stuff. But again, if you want to see a fully detailed, historically accurate breakdown of all of this, go and watch Flakfire on YouTube. He's the man. He knows everything. He's like a walking encyclopedia of war knowledge. I don't know how he does it, but there you go. And that's all for today, guys. Do let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.